Hello, Blue Protocol fans, and of course, Star Resonance fans. I'm your host, RoboGamer1HD. As we have the video title here today, we're going to be checking out the exploration of the open world, and I just wanted to discuss that and my own thoughts, basically, my own opinion regarding the changes for the way it went from Blue Protocol to Star Resonance. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, quick breakdown. Blue Protocol was originally under Bandai Namco. Now, I think they have like a joint contract or something like that with Tencent now, because Tencent bought all the assets from Bandai after the end of service for Blue Protocol. That ended on January 18th, 2025. Here we are today. I played through a lot of the closed beta tests in the past, and I really thoroughly enjoyed not only what was going to be experiencing through the soundtrack, the storyline, the anime-like storyline for Blue Protocol, but just the world in general and being able to create that anime-like character. And we thought for the first time we would actually get a really good experience for a brand new MMO with Blue Protocol. But obviously that was a little bit under the table, not exactly what we got. And there was a lot of things that players had issues with. The game wasn't super profitable, and it feels like it was a last resort kind of thing to throw in those free-to-play battle pass and all that stuff, and it just sucked over time for some people, especially the players in Japan. They feel like they dropped it over time, and there was a lot of issues that they tried to fix over time, which was great, but also at the same time it just fell flat way too quickly. At the same time, guys, I'm hoping that Star Resonance does bring the world of Regnas. It's still using the same universe and all that, but it's rewriting the story, or it's set in a different universe. I'm not entirely sure on the details just yet, because it's in Chinese, of course, with a brand new company. But also at the same time, guys, the open world is a big, massive change. In Blue Protocol, you're sectioned off into zones. Now, fun fact, if you're through the debug version of Blue Protocol, there is actually a way to be able to just experience the open world without any transition zones like you would see in the official version of Blue Protocol. And that's really neat. So originally, maybe Blue Protocol was originally going to be an open world, but then due to loads or server stress or whatever it is for multiple players in a zone, they had to section it off, and that makes sense. So it makes me wonder, how are they going to handle that network load? And I'm sure they'll flesh it out over time, but also at the same time, it's really interesting seeing this beautiful open world just opened up so that we can seamlessly transition into this world that Bandai had originally designed. And it makes me wonder, what is going to change? And as you can see, even in this gameplay here, that you can soar higher. We originally were grounded on the ground and we weren't able to fly in the sky yet. But what irks me to no end is the fact that this Chinese company that is building Star Resonance is deciding to go around that route of, oh, Spider-Man 2, you fly through these wind currents, you've got wings on your back like Genshin Impact or whatever it was, and all of these games are just copying each other. And that's what I don't really like, is this winged aspect. I feel like it's game breaking, but also at the same time, I feel like this is something that I truly do not like to see in Blue Protocol. I feel like it doesn't fit the world, but also at the same time, I feel like they should have gone with mounts, because they used to have imagines or your pets or whatever you want to call them, your summons, and you would have those in the world, and you would also have mounts like foxes and things like that for imagines, and you're able to like speedily get around the map really nicely with those mounts. Now, it makes me wonder, why are we not seeing that as a flying mount? If they are going to turn this into an MMO like they are right now for Star Resonance, why are they not creating mounts that can fly instead of creating this wind gimmick with flying wings on the back of our characters? I don't like the way this is designed per se, because I feel like this is an easy fix to flying, and I don't really like the way this looks, and I'm not sure how other people feel about it, but I just feel like this is like immersion breaking or like game breaking to the original Regnas or the original universe for Regnas, and I just feel like it doesn't fit the world. Personally, for me, I would like to see a mount being used instead of wings on our characters' backs. But who knows? Maybe they'll take the feedback of players that played in the closed beta test, and maybe they'll share that with the team for whoever's creating Star Residence now. Obviously it's under Tencent. I can't really remember, and I have to get used to saying this brand new company's name. They're like out of the blue just created, and they don't really have any history or anything like that, so it's a little confusing. But at the same time, I'm really hoping that this team is able to really bring this to the global factor. And we already know that there is a domain that has been registered for starresonance.com, and we don't know if that is fully registered by Tencent or not. I can't fully remember. I'd have to look that back up again. But at the same time, guys, I'm still excited for Star Resonance. Despite it being a mobile style approach, despite it being still PC/mobile, I really do hope that they bring it to consoles. I really do hope that they bring it to a global launch with English translation for everything that they have here. I hope that they can release it at the same time as the Chinese version. And I get it, it makes more sense to release the Chinese version just like the way Blue Protocol released in Japan first, but also at the same time, it'd be nice for us to have the same kind of updates at the exact same time, just like Final Fantasy XIV. I hate this idea of like, oh, one game's slightly updated than the other version, and I get it, it may be a hindrance for both versions, and it may take a little bit longer to do things because they have to wait for each version to be ready to be able to launch them. But at the same time, I just feel like that should be the best approach. Having an English version, having a Japanese version, having a Chinese version all at the same time, ready to go. You throw out your patch updates, etc., etc. But at the same time, I'm still very excited for Star Resonance. I get it. We're mainly talking about the open world and the vastness. I really like the idea of being able to go higher in the sky, being able to see more islands that are up in the sky, but also at the same time, maybe some people don't like it, like myself, with this flying mechanic that they have currently in the closed beta test. I wanted to say a special thank you to Dave Shire for allowing me to use this video and being able to share this video with my fans and with other viewers. I'm very excited I keep saying Blue Protocol, but I'm very excited for Star Resonance. I will try to keep you guys updated with this game and share you guys my experience maybe in the near future when this game does decide to go for the Western release. And of course, if I can even get into the next Chinese test or whenever that may be, I would love to be able to share that with each and every one of you. Until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at exploration in Star Resonance. Until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please stay subscribed, like the video, share it with your friends, and share me in the comment section what you guys think about this flying mechanic, and of course the being the world being opened up compared from Blue Protocol to Star Resonance. Until then, guys, very excited to share more on Star Resonance in the future. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys in my next video.